Hey Deja,
Hey.
I gotta tell you this dad joke.
Sure, go ahead.
What does a house wear?
What?
A dress.
I think you should stick with the money-wise FAQs.
Right as usual. Maybe someday I'll nail a dad joke.
Maybe.
So Sean, one of the questions we get asked a lot is how do we handle our payroll for our tipped employees?
It's a great question, Bobby. And the answer is, as usual, it depends. I feel like I start with that answer often, but it really kind of does depend on what we're talking about. If an employee is receiving cash tips and leaving with those in the evening, you need to make sure that the employee reports those cash tips to you so that you can report them to payroll so that they're appropriately taxed.
Well, it sounds like that covers cash tips. How are credit card tips handled?
Credit card tips are usually handled one of two ways. Sometimes an employer holds on to those and reports them on the payroll. So then those funds get added to an employee's check and they receive their credit card tips on payday, not when they receive them. However, there are still restaurants that tip their employees out at the end of the day, meaning they give them cash for those credit card tips. If they do that, those still need to be reported to payroll so that they can be taxed appropriately, even though the employee has already received the pay.
Is there anything else they need to know?
One other main thing that I would consider when we're talking about tips, and that is if you're paying your employee a sub-minimum wage, you need to make sure that their hourly rate plus their tips meet at minimum wage. If not, there is a makeup payment that you need to make. Beyond that, as long as you're reporting tips and you're clear with your payroll provider whether you're reporting cash that's been received or cash that still needs to be paid out, you're handling most of the important things for tipped wages.
I think all of that's pretty helpful and people will find it useful.
Thanks, Bobby. For other payroll tips and information, please follow our socials, subscribe to our YouTube channel, or subscribe to our newsletter on our website.
Also, feel free to just give us a call here in the office and talk to one of us directly.
My name's Sean.
My name is Bobby.
And this has been a MoneyWise FAQ.